Good day, everybody. Again, my name is Eric Leyland, and I am with Basis Technologies. If you've jumped into this video, you're interested in gaming, and specifically in-game advertising. So again, just to take a quick step back for those that may not be aware, Basis Technologies is here to help with advertising and placing ads programmatically. So Basis Technologies is a solution and a software suite to be able to place ads in the programmatic space. And one of the fun areas is gaming. So if you're not aware, you can actually place ads within gaming. So I have a bunch of kids. They're into gaming. They're getting into this world of gaming online. And as I've been actively around it, and I'm a child of the 90s, I was raised in this environment. I had video games when I was growing up, but Duck Hunt definitely did not have ads that were placed in it. But this day and age, it's another avenue for these game makers to make money and revenue. And as you can see from the screen, there is a lot of money that's invested into this environment, over $56 billion in 2022, and I'm sure that's only going to go up. So the goal is to be able to buy into these environments and target audiences, right? So the whole idea of advertising is reaching audiences where they're at. And if they're spending over 16 hours of gaming a week, this is definitely an environment that you're going to want to reach out to at some point in time, right? So this may not be right for you now. This may be something that's top of mind for you as you head into the new year, but ultimately this is just something that we wanted to educate advertisers and agencies about how to actually do it. So the benefits, obviously, getting into these emerging channels, getting into the ability to target this audience is really, really important. So we want to make sure that you're doing it in a brand safe way. So that's where our technology is helping. We eliminate some of the challenges by having brand safety measures that are going to protect your ads being placed in kind of nefarious areas. So, but as you're reaching these audiences, you're building those relationships. And again, that's the whole reason for advertising, is to make sure that your brands, your products, your services are top of mind, no matter where they may be. So once we understand that this is a viable option, now we have to figure out how to go about it. So just like programmatic targeting is on display and native and direct buys and connected TV, you have the same levers that you can pull in the gaming universe. So behavioral, demographic, contextual, device, geo-targeting, cross-device. I think cross-device is probably one of the most important things because they're on a gaming device and you want to reach the other devices in that home. So again, this is going to be something where you're going to use technology to be able to expand upon the universe that you're going to be reaching. So you may reach them in the gaming world, but then you can target their mobile device, you can target their connected TV, you can connect to their other devices within the home through cross-device. So again, these are all the different tactics, all the targeting options that you have that you can layer on top of video game advertising. So let's get into some of the nuts and bolts of how these ads are placed, what they look like. So these are some of the in-game ads. So there's interstitial, there's rewarded and playable. So interstitials are the full screen layovers. After you're done playing, you'll get this and you'll be able to promote your ad in that between round environment. Rewarded is the non-skippable full screen ad where they get to watch the ad and get a reward for it. So if they engage with the ad, they'll be given coins or whatever tokens, whatever the game may opt as the reward metric. So playable by its name, right? You're going to be playing rounds, you're going to be using the content, using the game, and there's going to be ads that are going to appear between those rounds. So again, these are the types of ways that in-game advertising is placed, and just again, how they're actually doled out to the gamer. So intrinsic ads, I think this is again one you're going to see on the rise. It's a non-disruptive format. So this is the in-game environment. So you can see McDonald's and Mountain Dew are two. There's billboards and banners and clothing and different ways that you can set up ads in these environments. And so they're in the gameplay. Typically, we're seeing larger brands that are engaged with this. There's a much higher cost that's involved with it, but it's a viable option for those that want to get into this or have the budget to be able to support this type of avenue. So again, you're going to see these on the rise as these platforms, these gaming platforms, understand that there's a need and a desire to spend money in advertising within these environments. So when you look at intrinsic ads, there are actually two different types that you can place, static and dynamic. And so mainly we want you to understand that you want to build different types of ads to reach these audiences and make sure that you're directing the vendor the right type of engagement based off of what your goals are. So when you look at dynamic, it'd be a lot more programmatic. It's flexibility than static. We add, when you're talking about figuring out the right method, but that's where you can lean on us to help you understand, for your advertisers that are trying to accomplish this goal, what's the best avenue, and we can work with you on what that may look like. So advergaming, I thought this was a fun term. I had never heard of this term, but makes sense, right? So this is a way to use games to connect people to your brand. So the game is out there, but it's around your brand. You can see Chipotle and Chex are doing games. Again, people play them. They're obviously usually short, but they're ways for people to be able to have fun with a brand in a gaming environment. So these are ones that are aimed at experiences and getting them to engage with your brand through a video game itself. So what are the partners? What are the buying methods? How does this all come together? Again, Basis is a technology solution. We have the ability to help with programmatic as well as direct in these different environments. So we're helping our clients, whether it's through the software or we're helping them place these buys depending on the need of the client. So that's the way to look at Basis is helping with all these different things depending on the need of the client and the advertiser. So direct only, obviously, as you can see, Roblox, Twitch, and Super League, these are ones that are big platforms where a lot of ads need to be placed directly through them. Direct or programmatic means it depends on what you're trying to accomplish, right? So Hulu and Overwolf and Anzu are platforms that allow for both methods. There again, this is the people part of it. Working with us and our team at Basis, we can help you understand what's the right avenue, what's the right direction. And again, programmatic only is speaking that only through DSPs or only through technology are you enabling yourself to buy into these avenues. So again, there's a lot that are out there, and these are ones that work behind the scenes, so you may not be familiar with them, but we plug into those methods to place the ads to make sure that they're reaching your audiences. And again, going back, you're layering tactics to understand who you're reaching out to. So finally, if you've gotten to this far in the video and you're interested in these types of things, the other thing is how to measure it, right? You want to understand what it's doing for your advertiser. You want to understand the connection, the brand lift, the attribution. And these are all things that Basis Technologies is doing. Through our technology, we're able to measure this and help you understand the validity and the value and the impact that they're having on the people that it's reaching. So again, Basis is helping in these environments to place the ads, but also to see how well they're working to make sure that you're on the right direction and on the right brand. And so again, these are all things that we're helping with behind the scenes to place the ads, monitor the ads, and then see the engagement.